Alright, Crow, what's going on in here? Hello? You're still alive. I know it's dangerous up there. A lot of them got out into the open. But I know you brought a gun. Have you been killing them? The guests? They're in no shape to continue living. The ones that emerged more recently, even more so. As I continued the root excavation, the guests became even less... well, some of them aren't even bipedal anymore. It goes without saying that we cannot let them leave Crow Country. We cannot afford to let them to infect anybody else. What are they? Who are they? They are irreversible. The shelf. So many medkits. Well, if we ever need medkits, come back here. Do you have like an infinite supply of shotgun ammo too while you're at it? Television. For a few minutes, something flashes up on the screen. I wish it wouldn't. Can't quite tell what. Maybe that's the pool. Yeah. Got like the roots and stuff. It's a photograph. Hey! So that's Crow. We finally see Crow. Crow and his daughter. Something strange about the frame. Oh. It's a statue. She's quite beautiful. And made entirely of gold. I mean, they had enough of it. Jacqueline Crow, beloved wife and mother. Okay, well, before I go in there... Control room elevator switch number code. My first is in Grinner, but also in Goblin. My second is in Guest, but not in Puddle or Spindle. My third is in Lumber and Goblin, but not in Puddle. My fourth is notable only by its absence. Oh, that's gonna be a puzzle. Oh, hey. No authorized entry. Hey Ed, we didn't pass the inspection. They figured out that the ore is homemade. The Brazilian authorities want to know where the gold is really coming from. This is getting too dangerous. I'm coming back to Georgia. See you soon, Marv. So things turned up. Emory University, in recognition of the completion of the prescribed course of study, Edward L. Crow has been admitted to the degree of biochemistry. Ooh. So many pills around here. Slide projector. Oh. Read slide. File number 3762, guest. Emerged at about around 50% root excavation. It varies from specimen to specimen, but they largely retain a human-like appearance. Most distressing, they are capable of a limited, non-verbal form of vocalization. Goblin. Emerged at around 55% root excavation. Despite their small stature, I've concluded that they are not infants. On the contrary, they may be a senior variant of the guests, their advanced age causing a weaker genetic makeup, which has diminished their anatomy upon emergence. Spindle. Emerged at around 60% root excavation. Much of their muscle and fat is missing, but their bones have become elongated. However, the bone mass is spread more thinly, and consequently, the bones are brittle. Additionally, without sufficient flesh as cushioning, their joints are weak. Lumber. Emerged at around 60% root excavation, at the same time as the spindles. Here the opposite phenomenon can be observed. as the lumbers are stiff and stout without excessive muscle and fat. Perhaps this could explain why the spindles have insufficient flesh. Oh, with excessive muscle and fat. It's like, are you describing the wrong one? Grimmer. No, Grinner. Emerged at around 70% root excavation. The form is bipedal, but other similarities to a human body are quickly disappearing. In terms of anatomy, each specimen is vastly different from the next. Those are the ones that explode into spikes. Puddle. Emerged at around 80% root excavation. I pray this is my final entry, for I cannot imagine how anything beyond this point would be capable of emergence. The puddles experience widespread cell necrosis. They are, quite literally, melting. Well, thankfully that was actually the last one that you wrote on. Another root. Just the tip. It's squirming back and forth. Is it alive? Diary of Edward Crow, age 10.5. Saturday. I am excited. Tomorrow, Father and I are going camping up in Condor Country over the river. Remember, it was originally called Condor Country, and it was renamed to Crow Country. Father says it is just a nickname, as there are no condors in Georgia. I'm looking forward to the trip nonetheless. I love being outdoors at night. Sunday. Father and I found something strange while camping. A green shiny thing sticking out of the ground. It is wriggling back and forth like a little bug, but Father says it is not a bug, as it is made of metal. Monday. We found a second wriggling metal thing a couple 100 feet south of the first one. Father wanted to know what it is made of. He cut off the tip with his camping knife. Inside it is a different metal. It looks like gold. Tuesday. 2 more shiny things. 4 in total. Father says there may be more. Wednesday. Father bought Condor Country, as well as a couple acres on either side. He said we could rename it if we wish. And that's when it became Crow Country. So this is one of the little wriggling things that they initially found. Collection of staff memos. A bottle containing an antidote. Large med kit. There's our magazines with tips. Let's go ahead and save while we're here. Oh, hello. Hi, Natalie. How are you feeling? Not great. Yeah, me neither. Is it your mother? Yes. She died some time ago. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful statue. It's solid gold. Yeah, it must have been very expensive. Your dad really spared no expense, I guess. Did you find him yet? Mr. Crow? No, not yet. I'm still looking for your father. But I have a pretty good idea where he is. I just need to take the central elevator. Mara, what are you going to do when you find him? I need to talk with him. Are you going to kill him? What? No, of course not. Don't think I don't see that gun in your hand. I see it in your face, too. You've already made up your mind. Natalie, I know he's done bad things. Very bad things. Perhaps he is beyond forgiveness. But please, don't kill him. Bring him to me, okay? Let me speak to him. One way or another, today might be my last chance. Please, Mara. Okay. grenade. I'm not seeing a lot else here. We did open this up. Yeah, and this has got to go into one last room. A real room. Lovely. It's a monitor. It's a video feed from a security camera. It's showing something on the screen. It's moving. Hello? What are you? What do you want? It didn't respond. A metal panel, Crow Country, elevator power grid. Electrical grid with 5 little lights. One of the lights is red, the other 4 are green. Oh, so this is power to the external elevators. So that means the red one in the middle, we would not be able to take had we not come here. No, I have no idea. It's a video feed from a security camera. Wait a second, that's my car. It's like Arthur is still inside. Arthur, can you hear me? Mara, is that you? I can't see you. Where are you? I'm in a control room. A control room? Is it cool? Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, I'm jealous. You got to go on a real adventure. Arthur, how are you feeling? Not great. Just stay there, okay? Mara, are you coming back? Are we going to leave? Sure. Yeah. I'll be back soon. Okay. Good. Ah, okay, so I can step on these panels, and it changes what displays there. All set, I'm not actually sure. So the blue wire goes there, the red wire goes there. But where do they connect to? So the red wire opens that up, but I don't really care about that. I care about this. But that's all self-contained within the monitoring. So I don't think there's a lot that I can really do about that. Or 6. I did it. What are those little lights under it? Does red mean wrong? Oh, I don't know what yellow means. And I don't really know what this is either. So we can go power on the guy, but until we can figure out that passcode. Oh, is the passcode going to be this? Yeah, it's going to be this. So my first is in Grinner, but also in Goblin. So what's in Grinner and also Goblin? So, Goblin. The only numbers I see are the file numbers, so 1739. 1739, so it's gotta be 9. If that's it. Gotta write this down. So that is 9 is our first one. Second is in guest, but not in puddle or spindle. So guest, but not puddle or spindle. So guest, that is 3762. 3762. 3762. So 7 and 2. It's either 7 or 2. So it's 2. Our next one is 2. Okay, I think we're on the right track. Because I feel like that worked out too nicely for me to be on the wrong track. Lumber and goblin, but not in puddle. Lumber and goblin, not in puddle. So that's 1739. One, 7, 3. Is it puddle? Or was it 7, 3? So if it was puddle, then that's a 1. Yeah, so 1. And then the fourth is notable only by its absence. So we confirmed have 1, 2, and 9. So let's just take a quick look. So 1, 2, 9. There's also a 3 and a 7. So what are we down to? 1, 2, 3. So it could be 4, 5, 6. Or 8. 4, 5, 6, or 8. There's a 6. So 4, 5, or 8. There's a 4, so 5 or 8. And there's a 5, so it's 8. So, 9, 2, 1, 8. Yay! And it didn't even lock us off from the outside ones. That's what I was worried about. Now I walk over here and slowly... So these are referred to as optional mini-bosses, but I think that's because some of them... There were like 4 of them, I think. Some of them were straight up optional. Like, there was one in the big crate in the middle of the room. They're like, you could just run by there, just don't even do anything. This one is still considered optional, as was the last one that we fought just a minute ago. Because even though you're locked in the room, you can just unlock the door and leave without fighting them. So... to get out of here, I don't know if you're ever told this. 1, 2, 3, but I think you just do these in order. 4, 5. Oh, it started over. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! Hey, Natalie, I just fought a big guy. You know, probably for the best. Well, we just killed a big guy. And I'm still feeling pretty good. I could use some more shotgun ammo. But otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Every button except the right one. We're feeling fine. And despite that I enabled lives, I have thus far only used 1 life, and it was to an insta-death trap. So I think at this point, we're good. We just take the elevator in the middle. There's still that thing in Neptune's palace that I have no idea what the story is with. So how do I want to get out of here? We're heading towards the middle. So we're going across, we're going to the left from where I am over to the Haunted Manor. Thank you. That was a little worrying. Oh, hello. So I know I left a guy alive out here. Ah! Okay, we gotta go for it. You know, given all the dead guys around here, I'm almost willing to bet that if there was a guy that I left alive at this point, he would just be dead. The way Crow has been describing these things, it feels like they're barely holding on, so it would not surprise me if they just died of natural causes. Okay, then what do I do? Ah! Hey! Cut that out! And just like that, he walked out of my life. Where did he walk to? Oh, hi. Man, he just friggin' left. Wait, that's a bathroom. Train station. Saving the train station. I don't know when the final save point is going to be, but I do very much feel like we're coming up on the finale, so let's go ahead and... Elevator has power. Oh, encouraging. Okay, I think those 2 grenades solve most of the problem. Just a bit of a gauntlet. Save your grenades for this one. Oh, dude! It's Harrison. He's dead. Oh, jeez! He must have been attacked by those. Wait, no. He was shot. Harrison. I'm so sorry. Harrison James. ID number 05061. Date of birth, January 12th, 1965. Firearms expert. Weren't we supposed to be a firearms expert? The mining lanterns are really old and need replacing. Any kind of sparks set off the oil that's trapped inside. If that happens, just give it a whack to disperse the oil. The flame should go out. Okay, so we can get some prizes here, and I believe the numbers here are how many lanterns are on. So it looks like to get to the other side, 5, 6, 7, we'll need 7. So we'll want to start with 1. Which will open that and get a shotgun ammo. Which I will happily take. Then we need 5 on. Can I light 2 at once? And then 1 more. Kind of running low on ammo. Dolman. Dolman. I can't let you. Listen, Harrison is dead. Harrison James. The police I know who he is. I'm sorry, Mara. He shouldn't have come here. It was only a matter of time before one of those creatures. He was shot with a gun. Do you know who did it? Oh, I think he's probably got a good idea. Marvin, you... Look, kid, this is nothing personal, okay? Put down the gun, Trumbull. And then what, huh? Go home? Forget this whole thing ever happened? The feds would be kicking down my door within the week. I'm culpable for all of this. I know. I am too. But Mara is not, so leave her out of it. She knows way too much. You think she won't rat us out? Heck, she already tried. She was getting real chatty with that pretty boy officer. I tried to stop him from coming. I kept telling him to leave. Well, he didn't leave, did he? And neither did you. And now it's too late. What was that? No idea. This is some sort of trick. I ain't... Julie! Where am I? Julie? Hey. What's going on? What are you doing in there? I'll tell you if you help me out of this thing. Oh gosh, sorry. Tolman, would you give me a hand? Sure. Man, she's had a rough time of it. Julie, I thought you'd been... I mean, I came out of the boat ride and you were gone. There was blood. Something grabbed me, dragged me backwards into the vent. What was it? Whatever it was, there were several more of them hiding out in the pipes. It's pitch black in there, but I could hear them, smell them. And what? They tried to kill you? No. Mostly they just shook me around, made a bunch of noise. Shouting, weeping, moaning, whatever you'd call it. Sounds about right. What do you mean? They're angry, but they don't want to kill us. They're trying to communicate. Mara, you haven't introduced me? Oh, right. Sorry. Julie, this is Tolman. He works for Edward Crowe. And Tolman, this is Julie Barron. She's a lawyer. She was hired by the Marshall family, Elaine Marshall's family. I see. What are you two doing down here? Someone's been killed. Shot. A police officer. Goodness me. Tolman here was just about to go deal with it, weren't you? I'll come with you. I have experience with this kind of thing. Good. Okay. Thanks. Mara. Something else. Natalie Crowe is waiting in Edward Crowe's office. Would you go see how she's doing? Crowe's daughter? Sure, of course. I'd love a chance to talk to her, actually. You're not... One last thing. Arthur Mole. He's out in the staff parking area in my white Fiesta. Would you check on him, too? I've left him alone way too long. Of course, we can do that, too. Thank you. Mara, what are you going to do? I'm going to do what I came here to do. We'll be waiting by your car, okay? Okay. Thanks. Come along, Mr. Tolman. We've got lots to do. I like Julie and Tolman both. They are simultaneously my favorite character. But our job here is mostly done. What a small puddle. Pool of water. It looks so clean. Is this a spring? Ah, that feels better. Didn't realize how filthy I was. So this is a little spring, and it's the one on the map. But there is something above. A ladder.